everybody, how y'all doing today? My name is DeRon Jenkins. I'm the owner and CEO of 3D Strength Academy, where I go ahead and I train athletes, all different types of sports, through my 3 principles of desire, discipline, and dedication. But right now, that's enough about me right now. I want to go ahead and talk to my guy I've been knowing for almost like 10 years now. We started off playing ball back in college, and it's just the brotherhood and everything has kind of grown from there. I got Ryan McCall. He got a great foundation he's been talking to me about, and I feel bad if we didn't bring it to the people. So Ryan, man, how you been doing today, man?
Doing great, DeRon. How are you, man?
Man, you know, just hanging out, man. Just seeing this wonderful foundation that you got going on, man. It's called Breaking Boundaries. For those who don't know, Breaking Boundaries. So tell us more about it. What's up with Breaking Boundaries?
Well, we are a nonprofit organization.
Okay.
The sole purpose of us is to create opportunities for student athletes of all sports, not just football. I know we focus a lot on football now, but it's just getting out there, getting in the community, kind of getting in touch with athletes that may need some kind of support with exposure, financial support as far as going to athletic camps. And that's what we want to do. We just want to get our face in the community, show people that we care about them. There's people out here that do care about your success and want to see you do well in athletics and academically. So that's pretty much what the gist of what the Breaking Boundaries is going to be about. Okay,
definitely. So is that kind of like where the name came from? Because talk about this Breaking Boundaries. That's dope. Like, you know, you hear Breaking Boundaries, like I'm ready to go crash and go do something right now. So where did you get that name? Why Breaking Boundaries?
Man, I prayed on it hard.
I understand
that. I thought about, you know, tiger. I love tigers. I don't know, I got tigers tatted on me. I don't know what's going on with the tigers, man. But I thought about, you know, when you're trying to get through obstacles in life, and you know you're trying to break barriers and break down boundaries, and that's what I want to do. And I feel like growing up as an athlete myself, through high school, trying to get to college, I had so many boundaries. You know, being with my mom,
right?
And, you know, no fault of her. She just didn't have the the knowledge of how to get recruited and how to get in contact with coaches and what camps I should be going to. So things like that, you know, kind of played a part in my athletic career, and I want to make sure that I can break those boundaries and make sure I give as many opportunities to student athletes that are available for them.
Right.
You know, so that's kind of where the name came from, breaking the boundaries.
And that makes sense because that's big. You know, it's a lot of kids out here that fall through the cracks, you know, for one reason or another. They have the GPA, have everything else, and for that one person for some reason didn't see them.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's big to be able to break that boundary for these kids, man. That's big kudos for that one.
Absolutely.
So you kind of touched a little bit on why you created the organization a little bit. Maybe going in depth further, like how long was this like brewing, and then what made you like go ahead and make that leap to say we got to get this going?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll say probably after I graduated from college, started to brew a little bit. Stepped away from football for a little while, and I kind of had a grudge against football. I'm not even gonna lie, man. Like for a while, I didn't really want to watch any sports, and my wife will tell you that. I kind of walked away from it all. But you know, it's something about when things are, you know, it's in your destiny or you're passionate about, they're not gonna go away until you deal with it, right? So it was one of those things for me, man. I fought with it for a while. But when I graduated and I kind of got back into watching sports and kind of seeing some of my friends be successful and go to the NFL, I kind of was like, man, I really wish that I could get back acclimated into it. Not playing, but in a way that I could help someone else with the knowledge that I know, because I can't take what I've learned and everything I've been through and just throw it away and say, hey, forget everybody else.
Exactly.
You know, and that's kind of the point I got to, and that's what made me think, what can I do to help other student athletes, right? What can I do to help them not have the mistakes, or have the obstacles that I went through,
right,
to get to where I am now. So, I mean, that's kind of where it all came about.
Hey man, I understand that because that's kind of the same reason I got into like training, doing stuff like that to help kids. You know, coming from where we came from, you know, you don't have nobody teaching you the ins and outs, skill development, you know, grades. You kind of learned on your own. So
Absolutely.
It's just definitely a way to give back. You know what I'm saying? Get these kids, and more people like us need to be out there with these kids doing that. So
Absolutely.
like I said, big kudos for those. So we talked about it a little bit. You know, obviously, you know, our background is football. You know, growing up playing. Kind of pulled you up to Indiana, that cold weather for a little bit.
It's his fault. I was in Indiana. Don't lie.
Yeah, it probably is. You know, I apologize. Tonight you got me in Florida, and I'm loving it. Awesome. And I don't know if I'm going back. Right. But we like on that football note. But who else are you looking to reach? You talk about reaching athletes. Like who else are you trying to look to reach with this?
Okay. So I mean, we'll take it back a little bit.
Okay.
Before I moved back to Tampa recently, I was living in Atlanta for about 2.5 years, and I was doing college tours with students at I think it was. I'm sorry, I can't even remember this. It's I think it's not Greensboro, Georgia, somewhere in that area.
Okay.
But either way, I was taking them to school visits. We went to Georgia State, and we also went to Kennesaw State.
Okay.
And we you know, had the opportunity. I had cheerleaders, I had soccer players, football players, basketball players. I had all sports with me on these college tours. Those are the things that I wanted Breaking Boundaries to kind of go in that direction later on.
Okay.
We want to be able to reach out to basketball players, go to basketball camps, softball players go to softball camps, and kind of put together study groups locally, things like that that can help these athletes kind of start to network at a young age,
Right.
and then start to grow together as they all start to go in their own adult life and different
Right.
routes in life. So, like I said, looking to reach all sports. Like I said, we went on visits. We're looking to reach football players, basketball players, soccer players, just anyone out there that's looking for opportunities. We're pretty much trying to get them acclimated.
Okay, cool. And I'm getting goosebumps about it now, like seeing all these different kids, everybody going on it. So like, when can we start getting involved? Where are you going to be hosting events? How can we get involved with these different events? Where can the athletes look to in order to go ahead and get into a camp and start showcasing what they can do, so they can break that boundary?
Right, absolutely. So it's pretty simple. Like I said, I'm really bad at Twitter. I'll bring that up again. But so for now, the best thing to do is to follow us on Instagram at Breaking Boundaries for You.
Okay.
Go to our webpage, www.breakingboundariesfoundation.org.
Okay.
And on there, pretty much you can submit an intake form or look out on our events page, on our webpage, or on Instagram. We're always posting stuff. If we're looking for athletes that we're going to go to a football camp here, which we're doing in a couple weeks at USF.
Right.
There's a lot of schools. Georgia Tech's going to be there. Nebraska's going to be there. There's going to be a lot of other schools added to that.
Right.
But we put all that information out there so that students can submit grades. They can submit highlight films and things like that for our selection process, so that we can kind of create those opportunities. So that's the best thing to do right now. If you want to get acclimated with the Breaking Boundaries Foundation, it's simple as go to our webpage, fill out an intake form, send us an email, call us. Our phone numbers are everywhere on all of our marketing material. That's the easiest way.
Okay.
So,
Does it just have to be the athlete? Can the parents get involved? Coaches? Who all can get involved with that?
that's a great point. So coaches and parents can do the same thing. Recommend it through our webpage, more likely to see a better response from us, because we look more at the athletes on Instagram, but through intake forms that goes directly to our email, so parents can hit us up there, coaches can hit us up there, and just let us know about athletes they have. If they're looking for opportunities that they can bring some of their athletes to that we're doing. That's welcomed as well.
Okay, sounds good. And then if I don't have a child and I'm not really involved in it like that, but I love what you're doing. I believe in the vision and the foundation. How can I contribute to that? How can I play a small role in ultimate success for somebody else? How can I contribute to your organization?
Okay. Well, there's a couple ways. Right now, to do the first camp we're doing, I'll take it there. What we did was we started a fundraiser with T-shirts. So like this shirt you see here, there's a couple other ones that we have on our webpage. We started raising money through selling T-shirts. Okay. Taking small donations in different areas, going out to different 7-on-7 camps and things like that. Just trying to get the word out about the foundation. But if you're looking to donate, it's as simple as going to our webpage. We have a PayPal set up there that you can donate directly through the organization. Or if you want to get some merchandise like the shirt I have on, more than welcome to purchase the merchandise as well. All the funds from this organization go directly to putting kids into camp. And we try to be very transparent about that. And everything that we do, we post it up online, let you know exactly what we're doing. So you know exactly everything you're investing into this organization is going to the purpose that we told you that was going for. So that's really big to us.
Okay, sounds good. And I mean, firsthand knowledge, like you just talked about. I know personally about the camp that you just talked about. So kind of talk about that a little bit, if you don't mind. Talk about what brought that on, and who you got going, because I know you just announced that you are sending some athletes to that USF camp. So can you speak on that a little bit, kind of give people kind of an idea of what you just did? Okay,
so pretty much we were researching a little bit about camps that were going to be happening in the area this summer. So like I said, we pushed the T-shirt sales all the way up through the last quarter of the school year to kind of get the funds ready for the summertime. So when that happened, what we did was we contacted USF, let them know we were looking to bring some kids. They were ecstatic about it, like perfect, let's do it. We then went on to our social media, went ahead and broadcast that we were trying to pick some athletes to come to this camp. I had a great response rate from the student athletes in the area, which is happy. It warms my heart because it lets me know people are hungry and they really need what we're offering.
Exactly.
So we then had the students submit grade point average, submit some action photos, and tell us why they want to go to the camp. Okay. So we've made our selection. There's 3 athletes that we're going to be taking with us. There's 2 from Middleton, 2 wide receivers, and a wide receiver, DeAndre Perez from Newsom High School, that we're going to be bringing out to the camp actually next weekend here at USF. So that's kind of how it came about, and that's pretty much the structure of how everything is going to go as well. In the future, when we have basketball camps and softball, baseball camps that we're going to be sending students to, it'll be the same type of drill. We'll get all the kids together, or we'll post something up on the on the webpage so that people can see it and they can submit to it.
Okay, sounds good. Like I said, man, like I firmly believe in everything you're doing, man. Like it's just from seeing it, you know, from where it started to where it's going.
Right.
Like I'm a big fan. I will be contributing, doing whatever I can, however I can be out there, just bringing it. And you know, I highly encourage all y'all out there, man. If you have a student athlete in any type of sport, you know, that you feel like needs that little bit of extra push, that extra exposure, you know, doing great in school, just the ultimate citizen, and just needs to break that other boundary, reach out to this man. He's 100% genuine. Gonna give you everything that he has in him. He's gonna be pushing into you. If sports ain't your thing, but you believe in giving back, man, come on, reach out. Breaking Boundaries, breakingboundariesfoundation.org. You know, you can hit him up there, you know, at Breaking Boundaries, on Instagram. Reach out and just, you know, give back to this community, because this community needs us. You know, they're our future. And, you know, just big ups to you, Ryan, man, and what you're doing.
Appreciate it.
Many blessings in the future.
Absolutely.
And however I can, you know, be a part of it, just let me know.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Ryan.
No problem.
Appreciate it, man.
Have a good one.
All right.